In this video, I show you guys a recording of a coaching call I was paid $10,000 to do. I believe in education being free for everybody because I think anybody should have a chance at success. And so I wanted to bring this one call that was exclusive to other people and bring it to you completely for free. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Andres Contreras, and in the past year and a half, I went from being a normal-ass high school 16-year-old kid to a year and a half later, making $140,000 a month profit through sales and having led one of the largest B2C sales training companies in the world, doing $3.5 million a month in revenue. So tune in, because in this video, I go over everything from sales training, Q&A, role playing, all the way to how to get an offer in the first place with no experience to make your first dollar online. So take some damn notes.
I wanted to do a quick role play, if that's all right.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know why my camera's not loading here, but so it's going to be for a fitness offer. I just wanted to do the intro, so intense and logical certainty.
Cool. Outbound or inbound?
Let's do inbound.
Cool. Done. Let's do it.
So Andres, looks like you booked in about like possibly losing some weight, getting some energy back, gaining some muscle, all that jazz.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, cool, man. What do you feel like, or how can I help?
Yeah, you kind of summarized it right there. Just kind of gaining some weight, putting on some muscle, being healthy.
Okay, no drama, man. What are you looking to achieve specifically by potentially working with us here?
I gained 20 pounds probably.
In 20 pounds, okay. What's your current weight?
I'm at 150.
150, okay. So you want to get to 170?
Yeah.
Okay, so 150 to 170. What are you doing for like gaining the 20 pounds right now?
Just kind of trying to like eat a lot, I guess you could say, and then working out like 3 times a week.
Right. Okay. How long has that been like the fitness regimen for?
It's been 2 years, something like that. Trying.
2 years. 2 years. Okay. And when you say trying, does that mean like you've been like kind of like on and off, like maybe a little bit inconsistent?
Yeah, it's been a little bit inconsistent. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough, man. I guess like what kind of caused you to take that path? Just kind of eating more, working out 3 or so days a week.
I just thought about like logically speaking, if I eat more, probably get heavier. If I work out, I get stronger.
Okay, gotcha. I guess like do you like how you're currently approaching fitness and weight gain right now?
I'd say so. Yeah.
Okay. What do you like about it?
I mean, I don't know. It's just like simple. It's easy for me.
Okay. Is there anything you would change, I guess, about like how you're currently approaching fitness right now, if you could though?
Maybe. Well, I guess you could say the results. I guess.
Okay. In what context? Just so I understand.
Like I want to gain more weight.
Okay. How long have you felt like that for?
I mean, I've been wanting to gain weight since I was 10. I don't know. Like
since you were 10. Okay. How old are you now, man?
I'm 32.
Okay. So past like 20 or so years. I'm no mathematician.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess just like not being a bit inconsistent, not really gaining the weight you'd like. I guess like has that had an impact on your, I guess just like overall quality of
so where you messed up is you never flipped it negative. So I told you, I want to gain the weight, the results, and you kept it positive. You can't ask how long have you been waiting to get heavier for? Because that's like the equivalent of if somebody's selling, I don't know, a biz op, like being like, how long have you been waiting to make more money? It's like, there's no pain there.
Okay. So when I flip it in, what have you seen that makes you feel like you're not gaining weight as quickly as you like?
Yeah.
Is that
my favorite probe that flips it negative very quickly is I'll just be like, okay. And like, how do you actually mean specifically? And usually they'll start like giving you experiences and quantifying. If they don't, then I'll loop back and be like, oh, it's because sometimes if they don't understand the question, they'll be like, oh, well, like it's like I already said, man, XYZ. Right? And I'll be like, no, like maybe you didn't understand my question, man. What I was trying to say is like, what have you actually seen that makes you feel like you haven't been able to gain that weight over this time?
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because then it's like, oh, well, I've been gaining, I don't know, half a pound a month and it's not fast enough. Well, how do you mean not fast enough? Not terrible, man. Oh, well, XYZ. How long has that been going on for? Impact. Same thing.
Okay. And for the impact question, I guess like what kind of impact question would you ask?
Day-to-day life.
So has not being the weight you like had an impact on your day-to-day?
Not being the weight you like, because again, you had to ask it that way because you only had a positive. But if you have a negative where it's like, oh, I feel like I'm not gaining it fast enough. Well, how do you mean not fast enough? Oh, well, I don't know. Like I'm getting half a pound a month. And that's been going on for 3 years, whatever it is. Okay. And like for you, man, only gaining half a pound a month, even though you're putting in the work every single day, like how is that an impact on, I guess, like your day-to-day life?
Okay.
You just ask it like that.
Okay. And if they kind of like have like maybe they're a bit guarded, maybe have a bit of an ego and they say, oh, it doesn't really.
I'd be like, then why change it, man? If it has no impact, why change it?
Okay. Okay.
You don't have to,
Easy.
man. Like I'm on your team here. Like if you don't want to fix it and you think it's all good, then it's all good. Don't worry about it. Like, no, but it's, and then they'll get back to you.
Okay. So you
That's
just
it.
kind of like take a step back essentially. Okay, cool.
The way I think about it as well for impact questions specifically is you should have one specific to an offer and one general. So the general one is like day-to-day life. For fitness specifically, my favorite specific impact question is on motivation. So somebody's like, oh, I've been gaining a pound a week for the past, or a pound a month for the past like year, and it's not fast enough. And it's like, okay, man, like you only gaining that half a pound a month, even though you're putting in the work every single day. Like, how is that an impact on, I guess, like your motivation actually to keep going? And you can be real.
Okay. Easy. And then in solution awareness, do you treat something like a Weight Watchers or like a Jenny Craig as something like in a different category than getting more hands-on help? Like,
What do you mean by that?
So if they've done something, but they've kind of done like fad diets and such, do you treat that as the same thing as like getting maybe like
anything
a personal trainer
that they've invested, anything they've invested a lot of money into. So the differentiation is the money, because the point is pre-handling. So the differentiation is the money. It's not the actual help. So if they spent $100 on something, or they spent $5,000 for the exact same thing, the 5,000 is the one I would take as an answer. The 100 I would.
Okay, so if they've only done, say, Weight Watchers, which is, I guess, like $30-40 a month.
No, fuck no.
You would say like, okay, but have you ever got like any more like actual like hands-on help?
Exactly. Like actually like more advanced training. Huh? Have you done anything in terms of that? Or not really? No, I haven't. Why not? Corporate entity, same shit. Cool.
And you're looking to pre-handle do-it-yourself objection, I assume, in solution awareness?
Whatever they bring up. It doesn't have to be do-it-yourself. It could be anything they bring up. It could be money. It could be whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Easy. Jorge, go for it.
Hello. Hey,
yeah,
Mr. Andres. I just had my phantom leave by accident, but it's all good. Can we role play the emotional certainty part, please?
Yeah, so what specific part of emotional certainty? What part of
just from the top, the first part, and then maybe go down to the second if we can.
Cool.
Again, marketing agency for contractors. So you're the contractor.
Yeah. Let's run
it. So yeah, man, just to see your point of view, besides like, not getting the leads that you want, like, what's the reason of even looking at like, I guess, possible outside help rather than just, I guess, double down on, the current strategy you have of like the posting organically, or I guess like even put it off into the future like a lot of contractors usually do?
I don't know. I just feel like I want to grow as soon as possible, and if this is going to get me there, then I want to do it. I don't want to wait.
Okay. Yeah, and in regards to that, like before you and I were speaking, were you out there, I guess, looking for help to be able to get more leads, or what were you doing about that?
I wouldn't say I was like looking, but I've clicked on a couple of ads, stuff like that.
And did you actually like talk to them or do anything about it, or you just clicked on the ads?
I clicked on the ads.
Okay, and what prevented you from like actually doing something though?
I don't know. Like it just didn't feel like a right fit. I didn't kind of get the right vibe. And I was like, I don't think this would really make sense. Like, yeah.
Okay. And so like what's shifted now that's made you feel like, you want to be able to get more leads to be able to.
You fucked up. Me saying I didn't feel like their vibe was right. What the hell does that mean?
Oh, so what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like dig into that.
Exactly. That actually leads to the second thing I was going to say, your energy. So like whenever, like If I go, yeah, man, the vibe just didn't feel right. And you go, well, what do you mean by that? It just sounds like stupid. If you're like, their vibe, like, what do you mean?
Their vibe? How do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like that. Way
Okay.
more human. Also, when you were
Yeah.
going, when was it?
In regards
Fuck, I
to that,
forget.
maybe?
There was another time that you did it where it's kind of the same thing.
Like just now?
Yeah, like in the role play. I forget what it was, but it was something really, really simple. Oh, okay, I remember. After the rationale question, I told you, oh, well, because like, I mean, if I can do it faster, like I want to do it as soon as possible. I don't want to push it off. Right there, you've been like, well, why? Most people don't. Why?
Oh, okay.
Because it gives more of a human element because you're more present and it gets them to reinforce the belief of like, oh, I have to do it sooner. I can't push it off.
Okay. So
Does that make sense?
you don't, you just don't go like, oh, into regards to that, you actually like talk a little bit about that.
No, not always. That's not like a consistent thing. You absolutely could have gone. The point I want you to take away from that is the verbal cue, the bridge into the next question. It's not the wording itself. Like just as easily, if I want to go to the next question, I'm like, okay, in regards to that, before you're like, okay. And before like you and I, or in regards to that, man, like, and I could go into the next question. Same thing. But it's
So
about
like
the
actually
verbal cue to
reacting,
bridge.
like
Exactly.
reacting to it so then I can move on.
Exactly.
Got it.
If somebody says their vibe was off, you're not gonna be like, what do you mean?
I don't
That's a
know
weird
what
thing
that
to
means.
say.
Yeah.
So I just been like, what do you mean by that? It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. And can I ask you
That makes
something?
sense?
Yeah. So there's this tree that you talked about in this call, and like I was just going through like you guys updated the impact I guess portal, which is
Yeah.
amazing. And so I was going through it again. I had gone through it a couple weeks ago again, but whatever, going through it again, it helps amazing. But here's the thing. You mentioned this tree and like this first section of emotional certainty of like, yes, no, what prevented you? So what shifted now?
Yeah.
Did you do anything? Yes, no, what shifted now? And then objection handle if they have any. On the script that you guys are showing in like the course, it just goes like, so what prevented you? And then what shifted now? And then yesterday I was role playing with Yash, and then he's like, I'm like, so what shifted now? And then was like, like waiting for me to like keep going. And he's like, you got to add. So what shifted now that made you feel like X to Y?
Exactly. Yeah.
So what is my X to Y though? Like
X to Y is, so like, okay, let's say you're selling leads to contractors and they were like, I don't know. It was just like, it was too expensive. I couldn't afford it back then. Then it's like, okay, so what shifted for you now, man? That has you looking for more of like that advanced help, like if money kind of prevented you in the past.
Okay. So I have to, like when I'm writing, like my script right now, it just says what's made you feel like you need X to Y, and I just leave it generic, and then I attach in whatever they told me at the top.
I'll explain it to you. Exactly. So the reason we don't add that in is because it's contextual. So if you notice the way I just did it, it's like that, like what shifted for you now? That is you looking for like more of that advanced help, like if kind of money prevented you in the past. That's not X to Y. But if I were to do X to Y, like what shifted for you now, man? As you looking for kind of like that way to go from that 10K a month to the 20K a month, like if you didn't before. That'd be X to Y.
Okay, so what's shifted now that's made you feel like you want better leads? So yeah, I'm still a little confused.
Again, there's no point in trying to make a blanket statement because it's not. It'll be contextual. The most common one I use, I would say, is like what shifted for you now that has you looking for more of that advanced help if X prevented you in the past.
Okay. So it doesn't have to be exactly like X to Y. It can be like, so what shifted now that is making you look for more advanced help since the funds were initially.
If somebody said like, oh, I didn't put in the effort, for example, that's where an X to Y is good. Well, what shifted for you now that has you like looking for a way to actually get from that X to the Y? Like if you kind of didn't have that effort before, if you kind of didn't care enough before, I'm going to phrase that. But again, that's why it's on the script because it's not a blanket statement.
Cool. Would it be horrible if I just be like, so what shifted now?
I mean, it's not ideal. Just add the context.
We've got to add the context to make it like be more powerful.
Yeah, to make it hit. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Stan, go for it.
Hey, Andres. So I have a code review. So this morning, I think I mentioned about that the person he just left, and that's fine. I guess from which stage of the call do you want me to show it?
For that call specifically,
Yeah.
we can review it if you want. But to be honest, if the dude left the call, like in objectioning, again, like it's like I said earlier, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That just
Okay.
means he felt so backed into a corner that there's nothing else he could do. So like, I don't know. Like if you want to review it, we can. If you feel like you messed up somewhere, or you feel like he left because you pissed him off, rather than the fact that like there's nothing else for him to do, then we can review it if you feel it's necessary. But generally speaking, I wouldn't review calls where somebody leaves.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Let's do that.
Cool. Play it from intent then. In the
Okay.
beginning. I can usually see where the call goes wrong from there.
Hello.
Hey, Isaac. How are you today?
Good.
Just a Bulgarian trying to act like American.
That's all right.
So, sweet man. It looks like you booked some time on the calendar about possible help with getting more jobs so you can make more money and scale the business. All that jazz. Is that right?
That's everybody's goal, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the reason why a lot of people reach out to us to make more money, not less money. I guess. What did you saw on the ad that grabbed your attention to look further into that?
I mean, it was kind of the slickness of it. Like, I could tell that, I'm not sure how to put it, that like it was good marketing is what I could tell. It's like if somebody can market to me that way, I think they can market to my customer that way.
Yeah.
So
Okay. But what is the specific thing that you liked that you want to implement to your business?
Why do you ask that?
I mean, I could tell from your guys' marketing algorithm that
To be more specific, because yes, we have a good marketing. That's why we're a marketing company.
The goal isn't specificity though. So like right there, I wouldn't ask right there because it's the wrong question. So after he says like, oh, well, then I feel like you could implement in our company. Hey man, so I guess like regarding that, like what in specific do you feel like you need possible help with then? I guess to kind of like get more leads, grow the contracting business, all that jazz.
Okay.
Then I'm right back into it. You see how I made it sound so natural, but I'm still getting what I need.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
But
definitely.
for my customer, that it'll bring a customer my way.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself a high quality lead for our services?
I would think possibly, yeah. I mean, we both have
Possibly.
the same end goal. I mean, it could be a good partnership if you guys have the right marketing, and then I could produce the work. So.
okay, I probably wouldn't say that.
Like you said.
I wouldn't say that. Like I might say it just to fuck with them, but if my goal is to sell as many people as possible on a new offer, I would not say it.
So what was my mistake?
Well, you just don't have to say that. Just go into the next question.
Okay. It feels like you don't have the right structure to grow the business.
The part that I'm missing, is that right? What you said?
I mean, from your perspective, because I just met you, right? What do you feel like you need in specific in order to make more money?
I mean, I'm good at running crews and building decks, and the marketing end of it. Like, I never went to school for marketing, so it's that customer reach. In Bend area here, we have a pretty good population, so I think reaching out through the media that way to reach these customers is a good way to do it.
And where are you located?
In Bend, Oregon.
No, you messed up again. Stan, just follow the process. He just said, "Oh, well, so like getting more reach that way would be good." Okay, so I guess like out of curiosity, what have you seen that makes you feel like you're not getting enough reach at the moment?
I think I get the tangible, and I'm just moving the process forward.
Yeah, exactly. The next question isn't where he's located, though. You don't need to know where he's located.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Just I don't know why I asked it.
Me neither. We're one and the same. We agree on that one.
I'm
But
sorry.
that's all you got. That's all you got to do. You got the tangible already. What's the tangible? What do you think the tangible is?
That he doesn't have the marketing knowledge how to do that. That's why he's looking for outside help.
No. That's not the tangible. Because that's not what he wants. He doesn't want the marketing knowledge. He wants what?
The results.
Exactly. And what result did he just describe as a tangible?
Let me see what
You don't have to put it back. You don't have to put it back. He
Oh.
said reach. Exactly. Yeah, put it in the chat. He said reach. So I've been like, well, what have you seen that makes you feel like you're, I guess, like not getting enough reach? Well, like right now, we're not really doing any marketing besides referrals, blah, blah. And then you go into logical certainty. Follow?
Okay. You don't have to go to school to have good marketing. I don't have to go to school to build my deck. I can hire you. But what have you seen that makes you feel like you don't have enough jobs?
I'm just starting out, so I mean, I've got a pretty good word of mouth going, but I'd like to, increase the leads.
Yes.
I mean, I could dump a bunch of money into Google marketing, but I want, get some good value out of it versus just spending that money.
Yeah. So you said that you just started. How long ago did you start the business?
Early summer, 3 months ago. I've got quite, I'm doing.
Wait, pause. Pause.
Yeah.
Can you scroll up the transcript a little bit?
To do what?
Just scroll up a little bit in the transcript.
Okay. Let's,
No. Like go like earlier in the call.
earlier or further?
Earlier.
Guess.
Okay. Go to where you did the experience question. What have you seen? I'm starting out, so I've got a pretty good. No, it's under there. It's under. Yeah, I'm starting out, so I've got a pretty good word of mouth going. I like to know, increase the. Yeah, I could dump a bunch of money. Okay, he didn't give you an experience. What experience did he give you here?
Not yet. I think I'm gonna ask him that right now, basically.
Okay, so that's the main issue you got to work on, Stan.
Mhm.
Is like you ask a lot of unnecessary questions.
Yeah.
See what I mean? It's like right here, increase the leads. So how long ago did you start the business? Like you don't need to ask anything. If you know the answer you need is the experience question, he doesn't give you the answer after you ask it, you reloop. Okay, sorry, man. Like maybe I wasn't very clear. That wasn't exactly what I was asking. What I meant to say is, like, what have you actually seen since starting the business that makes you feel like you're not kind of getting enough leads at the moment? Except you just said reach because you said reach earlier.
Yeah.
Same thing. Make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Easy. Okay, I think that's it from that call. The biggest thing you're gonna have to work on, bro, is just keeping tighter on them, following the process, and then like staying on them. They don't give you an answer, reloop. Don't just give up and go to the next question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cool. Easy. Jacob, go for it. Good stuff,
Thank you.
Stan. Great
Can I
improvement.
ask a question on that call?
Who said that?
Can I ask a question on that call, if that's okay?
No. If you have a specific question, just give it to me on Discord because we have a lot of people. At the end, if there's time left over, then I can let you go. Remind me. Okay. Cool. Easy. Tucson. Or no, not Tucson. Jacob, where you at?
Hi, I'm right here. Can you hear me?
There. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, just a quick role play. Simple as that.
Okay. Do it.
Okay, hey, is this Andres?
Yeah, it is.
What's up, man? It's Jacob here from XYZ Company. Look like you applied to possibly make more money online with Basis Instagram. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this definitely help you, I guess, get more out of it. What was your intent for applying, and what are we hoping to get out of it?
Just kind of, I don't know, making more money. Biggest thing. I'm an engineer right now, so
Okay.
more money always helps.
Okay, I guess what have you seen that makes you feel like you aren't making enough money?
Well, I don't know, I have maybe $1,000 left every month after all my expenses and stuff. So I'm trying to be able to be a little bit better.
Okay, and what are you doing now that I guess it's kind of causing you to I guess have that $1,000 left a month?
I'm an engineer.
Oh, engineer. How long have you been doing that for?
It's been like 3 years, something like that.
Years. Okay. And I guess what kind of caused you, I guess, to be an engineer in the first place?
My whole family are engineers. They're all electrical or mechanical, so I just kind of followed them the same path.
Yeah. Okay. So do you like it? I guess besides you not making that money that you want to have, do you just like being an engineer?
I don't hate it.
I mean, it can't be terrible. If you've been working there for so long. I mean, if you really thought about it, what do you like about it?
Plus, okay, the biggest issue you have is that you don't listen enough to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Already. And that comes from you not understanding the script at a deep enough level. Not about not understanding it, actually.
Yeah.
I'll change my words. About it not being internalized.
What do you mean?
So for example, early on in intent, I told you I'm an engineer.
Yeah, I heard
When we
that.
went to logical certainty, what did you do? You asked me, what do you do again?
I asked, what do you do again for your job? What do you do for your job?
Exactly. And then I said engineer again.
Okay.
So in the prospect's mind, in that moment, it's okay, so he's not really listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Also, if you look at
Yeah, because I heard you say engineer, but I was I thought in my brain should I blow go over my head or what? So that's what I was thinking. So
yeah. So even if you heard it already, then I would bring it back up.
Mhm.
And you said you're an engineer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How long you been doing that? It's the same thing.
For about
Again, right there at the end, what I said is I went
what was it again? Right before you asked, do you like? And then I was like, well, I mean, it's not terrible. Or like, I don't hate it. So going like, well, it can't all be terrible. Like if you really thought about it, what do you like about it? You don't have to say all that stuff because I just told you it's not terrible. So I really just said I like it. So you just go, what do you like about it?
Okay, so I said that it does sound terrible. Then I guess is there anything you would change about like role or results, like if you could though?
No. You just asked, what do you like? What do you like about it?
Okay.
Like I'll role play with you. I'll ask the do you like question. Give me the answer that I gave you. Okay. Cool. So be like, do you like it, man? Like I guess besides not kind of like making the money you want to make, like do you I guess like what you do for work like now then?
Yeah, I mean, my family's been doing it. It's like my whole family, like electrical engineering, stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, I like it a little bit.
No, that's too easy. Say what I told you. Make it hard. Make it challenging. Be like, I told you. I was like, I don't hate it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, my family's been doing it. I don't hate it.
Well, that's good to hear. What do you like about it?
I've been like knowing how to do it for like my whole life. So like I've been like around like the engineering, that jazz.
Right. I mean, it doesn't sound like terrible then. I guess like is there anything you would change about either like I guess like what you do for work now or either like the kind of like time and financial freedom you get from it? Like if you could?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What?
Probably like the labor work is like putting like a lot of stress on like my legs and like.
Okay, pause. Do you see how after you asked to do you like from there, it sounds extremely smooth. Just sounds natural.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Versus when I told you, I mean, it could be worse or like it's not terrible. I told you some cheeky thing like that.
Yeah.
And then you said an answer that didn't make any sense.
Okay.
I would just watch back through the recording and you'll see what I mean because it's hard for me to like explain right now. But if you listen to it again, you'll notice it. Because like in normal conversation, I know you wouldn't do that because it's a very obvious thing, like as just like speaking as a human. But you just didn't pick up on it because again, the biggest issue is that you're too focused on the script rather than me because it's not internalized yet.
Okay.
Follow? Cool. Easy. Dusan, go for it.
Hey, what's up, man? Just joined today, so I want to do a quick role play.
Congrats.
I just sell lead generation for roofers, like help them get more leads.
Cool.
Like outbound call, like I'm starting now, so just
okay, cool.
Hey, Andres.
Yeah.
Hey,
speaking.
man, the Johnny Respray from Audit, man. It looks like a couple days ago back, like you left your information requesting us to call you back to see if you want to grow your roofing company. Is that right?
Yeah, I think I know.
Cool, man. So, do you know what type of help you'd be looking for specifically when it comes to growing?
I don't. Well, like getting more leads. I guess I think I saw something about that.
Yeah, man. So I guess like, what makes you feel you guys don't have enough leads right now?
I mean, I wouldn't say we don't have enough leads, but like I just always want more.
Okay, so I guess like what are you doing right now when it comes to getting more leads?
Pause. Okay, you don't know the outcomes you're looking for. That's your issue, bro.
Yeah.
Like right there, I didn't give you an answer. You asked, what have you, or okay, this is another thing. The question, by the way, I forget exactly how you asked it. It's what have you seen that makes you feel like you're not getting enough leads? But you just asked.
That's the question I don't understand, man. Can you kind of explain that question to me? That's kind of the main thing I don't understand. Like,
what don't you understand about it?
What is the outcome I want to get in that answer? Like, what is the answer I want to hear from you?
Do you know the definition of an experience or no?
Yeah, I have to get a negative, but like, how can I kind of?
Do you know what it is though? That's not. Do you know like the definition of a negative?
What makes you
experience?
feel you don't have outcome? Right?
That's the question. So the definition of an experience, which the experience is the answer you're looking for from the question.
Yeah.
But the experience is a problem in the past. That's it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
So if it's a problem in the past, then that's the only thing you're looking for from the question.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Thanks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's why you ask, what have you seen? Because like, for example, if they say, oh, well, like, I just want to get more leads. Well, what have you seen that makes you feel like you're, I guess, like not getting enough leads? Oh, well, we're only getting like 5 a week, blah, blah. Is that a problem? Yes. Is that in the past? Yes. Done. That's all I need.
Okay. Cool.
Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So just change the wording of that. But then the other thing is like, you don't know the answer you're looking for from your questions. Like, for example, I didn't give you an answer. I just said like, oh, well, you can always have more leads. Is that a problem?
No, that's a desired outcome.
No. Exactly. Is that in the past? Also no.
Yeah.
So you didn't get an experience. So then what do? You
Okay.
reloop. You ask a looping question, and then you go right back into it.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Easy. Go crush it then.
Yeah, thank you.
Smart man for joining. Smart man. Abel, go for it.
Yeah, I want to role play intent and logical.
Do it.
Well, let's do, I guess, sales training. Easy.
Cool. Run it.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Good.
Well, it looks like you booked the time in about possible help with, making more commissions, getting freedom, all that jazz. How can I help?
Basically just trying to make more sales, kind of get better of objections, stuff like that.
Yeah. And what have you seen that makes you feel like maybe you're not handling objections the way you should?
Well, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I could do it better. Like, I don't know. If I have 10 calls, maybe I close 5 of them. So.
Okay. And so what have you actually seen though that maybe in your sales calls that you're not handling those objections properly?
Well, I mean, again, the 5 out of 10. So I guess you could say that.
Oh, okay. So 5 out of 10, you're closing in that objection handling stage?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your kind of process right now for handling objections?
I haven't really thought about that. I guess I just kind of wing it. Like, not much more
Wing
to
it, huh? That could be trouble. How long have you kind of been winging it?
Like a year? I don't know. Something like that.
How long you been in sales?
Also a year.
Okay, so the whole time. Okay.
Yeah.
What caused you to, just wing it instead of maybe looking at a process as far as the objection handling goes?
I mean, I just kind of like, I never really looked into it. Like, I just did what I knew.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Do you like it other than only closing 5 out of 10? Like, do you like the process you're using it? Like, just winging it right now?
I mean, I'm not really using a process, I guess. Like, I'm just winging it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it. Like, it's cool.
I mean, 5 out of 10 isn't like terrible, I guess. I mean, is there anything you would change about how you're handling the objections right now?
Plus, okay, 2 things. If you want to take it the route of how long have you been doing nothing, you need to see a lot more doubt in the first part.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I didn't know what to do. Okay.
Yeah. Or the other option is you get them to admit a process. So even if they're doing nothing, if they're winging it, it's like, okay, man, like, it doesn't have to be like written word for word on like a piece of notebook paper. But like, what's kind of your general approach? Like, somebody tells you, I need to think about it, or whatever. Like, what kind of goes through your head? What do you do? Oh, well, X and Y and Z. Okay, how long have you been doing that? And then you go down it. If you're going to take the approach of like the awkward seeing doubt one, where it's like, okay, how long have you been doing nothing, if that makes sense? If you're going to take that approach, you need to seed a lot more doubt with it. You see like a little chuckle and everything. It's like, okay, and like, what caused you to kind of do nothing? Like, why nothing?
Yeah.
I slow it down intentionally. Like, really step on each word, because then in their mind, it's like, oh shit, I got fucked up. Did some wrong.
Yeah. I was trying to play the middle line. I wasn't going either route. Okay.
Exactly. You need to either go really deep into the doubt or just stay away from it and force a process and then just follow the normal.
Okay. How about the intent part? What would you change in that?
That was good. Intent was solid.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing. It's just understanding the logical certainty. But you're good besides that.
Cool.
Improvement with that. I definitely noticed it. Good shit.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, go for it.
Now this is a pause halfway through the video. Do not skip this unless you're gay. Exactly. So keep watching. Most people know we are on a mission to make sales education accessible to everybody. Now the reality is we can give all the materials, all the resources, absolutely everything complete for free. That does not mean people are going to use it. And personally, I am not going to waste hours and hours and hours of my week every single week trying to coach and help people. We're not willing to work hard. and don't even want to be helped. So what we went ahead and did is we made a group that's only $97 a month, where the entire purpose is to filter out the people who are brain rot scrollers and all that other bullshit to the people who are actually committed to becoming successful. Because in that $97 a month group, we are going to spend dozens of hours every single week making sure they're taken care of and having the success they want to have. So I'm going to drop a link in the description with it, but here is everything it includes. Number one, 8 coaching calls a week from me and my business partner, Yash. Yash, who made $120,000 a month in straight commission selling at 12% at the age of 18 years old. Number two, you're gonna get a library of sales call recordings from Yash and I ourselves so you can see exactly how to implement the entire impact formula. Number three, you're gonna get recordings of one-on-one coaching sessions and group coaching sessions we've done for the companies that we manage that we are paid all the way up to 50, 60 grand to do. Number four, offer placement. The way Yash and I make our money is through the B2B side of the business where we manage and have JVs set up with other companies. And so we manage and have JVs set up with over 150 different companies, all the way including even the Hormozy. So in that group, regardless of experience, as long as you have the work ethic and the dedication, we're gonna make sure you're placed on one of those offers. And number five, we're gonna give you video modules breaking down absolutely everything of the impact formula, from how to start a call to how to handle objections, to how to reframe people, to how to shift their identity in a 30-minute call so that they never give anybody an objection ever again. Absolutely everything you need as a salesperson to make $100,000 a month in commission straight selling. So with that being said, if you actually wanna work hard, you wanna actually get after it, join below, and we'll continue the video.
Okay, man. So on that topic, like there's a big difference between wanting something and doing what it takes, even when it's hard and uncomfortable. So like for you, 6 months down the line, what's your goal financially? Where do you want to be?
Just trying to get to, let's say, 100K a month would be kind of the main goal.
100K a month? Okay, and where are you at now?
50, 60, 50? Depending on the month.
Okay. You're looking to like double? Okay. That makes sense, man. Well, like there's two sides to the coin, and goals, they're like an interesting thing. I'll give you an example. If I put Usain Bolt on a racetrack and I tell him to run towards a gold medal, like he's going to run very fast, right? But if I put a lion behind him, he's going to run even faster. But the gold medal still has to mean something. Like if it's $1 billion, all the money in the world, he's probably going to put in more effort compared to if it was just, plastic. So like for you, getting to 100K a month, what's your gold medal? Like what can you do then that you sort of can't do now?
I mean, I could be able to get a new house. I guess it's been a pretty big goal for a while.
House? Okay. What type of house, man?
I want like a 4-bed in Cali.
Okay. 4-bed in Cali. And how much do you think like that would cost, give or take, 4-bed in Cali?
Probably like 700K, 800K.
700K. Okay. And how much would you, I guess, need comfortably in the bank to be able to spend that? Like, let's say 20% down payment?
Down payment 70K, just 10%, or like 80K, say 100 just to be safe. And then I need, I don't know, like I'd only really be comfortable if I had like 50K saved up, so probably 150 grand to kind of get the house.
150 grand. And how much have you got saved up now?
I have 30K.
30K. Okay, so we've got like 70 to go. Fair enough. Anything else you'd do, man? 100K, big number?
I have 120 to go.
120 to go. Okay. Anything else you do, man? Like with that 100K?
Yeah, I would get maybe a nice car at that point. Might as well.
What type of car?
I want to get a, I don't know, Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
Porsche 911. Okay, and what color is that? Just so we can sort of visualize it.
Black. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Bugatti, a black Bugatti.
Black Bugatti. Okay. Where's like random question, man, but where's the first place you'd go in that black Bugatti? Like, where do you think?
First place I would go? I don't know, probably show it to take my dad for a drive.
Why that? Why take your dad?
Because he's my dad. Like, I want to celebrate with him.
Okay. Fair enough, man. And how much do you think like that would cost? Black Bugatti. How much do you think that would cost, give or take?
Oh, so, okay, two things, yeah. Number one, your tonality is going to dictate their emotion significantly. So if I'm asking the questions and I'm like, okay, what would that take? Yeah, what could you do? Where would you be? Like, there's nothing there. But if I'm like, oh man, like that's so cool. Where would you take your dad? Where would he go? It's like I'm uplifting him into the emotion.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make
More
sense?
enthusiasm. Right.
Yeah, I'm feeding them into it. And it's not just the entire time. Like it's very strategic. So the first time when I'm like, what would be different like at that point versus kind of like where it is now, like you being at 100K a month. That's like a very normal kind of curious tone, right? Once they give me some kind of surface level answer, the car, the house, whatever it is, then I'm going to make them go deeper by adding the emotion. Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah, that's number one. Number two, slow the person down when they're speaking, giving answers too fast. They need to think. You need to make them think. So like as I'm future pacing, if I notice they're speaking really fast, I'll be like, and like really think about it for a minute. You don't got to give me an immediate answer. Like you being at that point, making 100 grand a month, like what would that allow you to do? That I guess you kind of like can't do now.
Yep, that's the next question.
But you see how I pace you out. It's the pacing of it. It's like really think about it, man. Like you don't got to give me an immediate answer. Like you add those things because it makes them think. You slow down, you pause a lot longer if you're trying to get them to pause longer.
Right. Okay. That makes sense, man. One more thing. When I'm doing future pacing and stuff, sometimes people will be like, I didn't really expect this. And it feels like I'm kind of going on a tangent, right? So like, how would you respond to that?
Where? What part? Say again?
Future pacing. Same thing. They're like, I don't see the benefit of this. Like, you know what I mean? They sort of give me.
Yeah. Well, I'd be like, well, can I make a suggestion, man? It's like the most successful people, and I already mentioned this a second ago, the most successful people are the ones who have a very strong pull of what they want to achieve, but they also have a strong enough consequence to failure if they don't achieve it. Because they have the most drive and the most motivation to actually make it. And like us as a company, what we pride ourselves in is in the results that we get. Because do you think we want to work with a guy who's not very motivated, who we're going to have to message 5 times to get a response? Or probably the guy a little bit more motivated and wants to be a little bit more successful?
Right.
Which do you think?
Okay, that makes sense, man. Super helpful.
Yeah, and then they go, oh, the second guy, and it's like, yeah, probably, right? So like, again, I just need to, and then you just go back into the questions. That's it. Cool. Esther, go for
it. So I want to do roleplay, outbound roleplay. Hey, is this Andre?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, it's Coach Esther here from Committed Coaches. It looks like you purchased XYZ so you could possibly gain more muscle, lose some weight, get into shape. Is that right?
Yeah, that's kind of the goal.
Okay, well, just to see if I can help you get more out of it, like what was your intent behind purchasing XYZ? Like what were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, I don't know. I guess just kind of gaining weight. Gaining weight, putting on muscle. That's about it.
What have you seen that makes you feel like you're not having enough muscle?
Well, like, I don't know. I just feel a bit skinny. Just want to put on weight.
Skinny? Like, help me understand. What's your diet look like now that's causing you to look a bit too skinny?
I just kind of try and eat, and then I work out probably 3 times a week. That's about it.
And how long have you been doing this for, like working out 3 times a week?
It's been like 2 years.
Oh, really? What caused you to keep doing this like for 3 years and you're still like not getting the result you want?
I mean, to be honest, like I didn't really put a strategy in place. Like I just kind of thought about common sense. Like, okay, if I eat more, gain weight. If I work out more, I'm stronger. I don't know. I never really thought about anything else.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, do you like it? Like besides not getting the result that you want for 3 years, do you like the way that you're working out 3 times a week and eating a lot?
Okay, your biggest issue, you need to do what's called labeling. So like, I'll give you an example. If I tell you I work out 3 times a week, I eat as much as I can, and I don't know, I go for runs once a week. You're not going to go, do you like working 3 times a week, eating food, and going for a run? You're going to put a label on it. So as soon as I go, oh, I'm doing X and Y and Z, okay, man, that kind of like, I guess, fitness regime, like how long have you been doing that for? So I put a label on all that idea, the concept. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Because now that label of fitness regime
represents working out 3 times a week, going for a run once a week, and eating as much as I can.
Okay, got it.
You follow?
Thank you.
Because then when I go into the do you like question, just so you understand the reasoning behind it, when I go into the do you like, I'm not going to go, do you like working out 3 times a week, going for a run once a week, and XYZ? Because that's just really clunky. And it won't allow them to think as quickly, to process. But if I switch it and I'm like, well, do you just like kind of like that fitness regime like you have in place like now though? It's very easy to answer that question because now I've labeled it.
Okay, so for the do you like it question, your negative tangible, is it like besides not getting the result that you want for 3 years? Is that right?
It depends on what they told you and intent.
Okay.
But yeah, right there, yeah, it would be. It depends on what they told you intent. It's not like something that you're going to do the same every single time, obviously.
Yeah.
And after that, again, the important part, like what you missed was the label. Everything else was pretty good.
Okay. Actually, let's say I sell this thing, then I can pretty much use this label for a lot of the answers they give me, right?
Yeah.
I ask, like,
fitness regime and nutrition regime are 2 very good labels for fitness.
Okay, thank you. That's good to know.
Yeah. Easy. Nitish, go for it.
I had this one call that I wanted you to review. I just woke up. My voice might deflect sometimes, so don't feel bad.
Okay. You good?
Just handle that. Okay. Hold on. Just give me a minute. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
You want to get into closing, okay? Okay, perfect. Hey, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
What's up, buddy? How's it going?
That's pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Cool, man. Well, it looks like you booked the time about getting some possible help with getting good at sales, making more commissions, making more money, and all that jazz. How can I help, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys can do for me here today. Here's what you guys offer and the price.
Okay, so what do you feel you obviously will come to all those stuff, and what do you feel? Okay, so what do you feel you need help with, like in a specific, in order to make more money, make more commissions?
Well, let me tell you my story. So I have been in setting. I've been setting for 3 years now, and I am at a point in my career where I feel like I need to progress, and so I want to go into closing.
No. My question, you didn't get that. My question was, what do you feel you need help with in a specific, in order to get to closing industry, in order to get to
Nitish,
make? What do you feel?
Has he told you something he wants to do?
Sorry?
Did he tell you something he wants to do?
Not really. That's exactly why I'm like looping back, because he has started
No.
traveling.
Think about it for a second. What did he say at the end? I'm at a point in my career where I feel like I need to what?
I didn't get that.
Progress. Imran put it in the chat. He said, I feel like I'm at a point in my career where I feel like I need to progress. Wanting to progress in his career, is that something that he wants? Is it in the future?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's all we need for tangible. Because then my experience is, well, what have you seen that makes you feel like I guess you haven't been progressing?
Right.
Well, it's just X, Y, Z. And then you're right into logical certainty.
Can I play it further so that you could have a look at it on the other question?
Sure, go for it. One more comment I'll make as well. When people at the beginning, when they try and frame you going like, I just wanted the price and this and this and that, whatever, you handled it pretty well. But one thing you can do to put the frame back on them is like using a little bit of comedy, like a little bit of humor. So I've been like, whoa, cowboy, you're getting way ahead of me. I don't even know if we can help yet, man. Just so I understand, like, what in specific do you feel like you need possible? And you're right into it.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, easy, bro. Cool. You can play it right here.
Help it. Is it like getting good at a script? Is it like getting good at a discovery? Is it like getting good at objection handling? Or what kind of part you want to help with specifically?
I'll say everything. Plus, I also want to know how I can land a good offer.
Okay, so you want like more like a script, and then like all those things that goes into closing, and then okay. and then you want to roll an offer as well. So okay. And what have you seen, like, since you have been trying to get into industry, what have you seen that makes you feel you don't have a kind of a good escape in place, so that you can use to make more money? What have you seen that?
Well, actually, it's because I have seen role plays from all
Right.
closers, and I can
Sure.
just see that there is a gap between where they are performing versus where I am performing. Yes, yes.
Okay. So you have been able to like seeing the gap, that there is a gap, correct? Okay, man. Help me understand this one thing, because I'm on your team. I want to help you. Okay, get more out of it. These things. What are you doing for? Like, what kind of script and frameworks that you have in place now that's causing you to not get into closing industry well, not land a role? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so I mean, I do have I have a script. I got the script from Paul Gordon. But I haven't been into a coaching program. I haven't been into a coaching any coaching that will guide me on how, because you can have a script, but unless tells you something that unless you're a coach, even if you have a script, it doesn't.
Sure. Okay, so you have like a script of somebody that's not been helping you to get into closing and land role, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How long has that been going on for, man? How long have you been using that script for? That's causing you to
pause the dish.
How long have you been using that script?
Scroll up a little bit in the transcript. I just want to verify one thing. Maybe I heard it wrong. No, other way. I need to start telling you. Scroll down. What kind of go up a little bit further?
Which question are you looking for?
Oh no, okay, that's good. No, that's good. That was solid, bro. The biggest thing is like I would add a little bit more clarity to your questions, a little bit more structure to your questions. Is kind of your main thing. So that plays into the same. It's kind of similar to the like whoa, cowboy. Like the whole point is it's just clarity. Like it's like adding structure, right? So right there, like for example, the way you asked your what are you doing now question was a little bit unclear. Like it was hard to understand.
Okay.
If you change the wording and it was like, yeah, just fix the wording of it and the clarity of it. And I know you're working on your accent, so that's great. That's phenomenal. And I can already tell the difference, so that's great. But I would have just phrased it very specifically and added the right pacing to make it very clear. So it's like, well, I guess what kind of sales script or like sales approach do you have in place now that kind of like hasn't allowed you to do X, Y, Z? You see how clear that is?
He was, yeah, that's very clear. He was talking about not landing a role, and I was trying to build a gap on that as well. So I was asking those kind of what kind of frameworks and a script you have in place that's causing you to not land a role. Was that better?
Yeah, that's good. That's way better. The main part wasn't the not land a role part. The main part was like when you were actually saying it, the wording wasn't what you just said a second ago. That's the main thing.
Okay.
It's like I would just fix it to make it sound more clear as you say it. Besides that though, bro, you're pretty good. The biggest thing, it's just clarity, and then automatic like the whoa cowboy or whatever. And you also missed the tangible. But that's
I was having a hard time on like asking past experience question. I understand that really well. I understand it was just hard for me while repeating the questions. I mean to say, when somebody is not giving me the past experience that I want from him, and we repeat the same question again, it just makes me feel weird. Can I do that with you real quick?
Wait, explain that to me again. Explain it to me again.
I said I'm having a hard time getting past experience from somebody who just start rambling. Okay. Let's say
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Question.
We can't role play because we don't have time, but I'll explain it to you really briefly. The way you do it is at the beginning, as soon as you get an answer you don't want, you just go, no, man, like that wasn't what I was asking. What I meant to say, because maybe I wasn't being very clear, and then you just ask the question again. Slightly different approach. That's it. The next, if you want to loop again, the next time you loop, you don't do the no, man, maybe I wasn't. You don't do that. You just ask a mirror question, which is a completely different question.
Can you for example, a question to that?
Yeah, a mirror question for experience is like if the tangible is making more money. Like, what would that allow you to do, man? That I guess you like can't do now. Oh, like I get the house. You just imply that he can't get the house now, which is the experience. Now you go into logical certainty. Well, what are you doing for XYZ that hasn't allowed you to get the house?
Okay, now you build a gap on that. Okay, I got it.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Make sense?
Really
cool. Valeria, go for it. Yeah, 100%, bro. My pleasure.
Can you see me?
Now I can. There we go.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
What the heck? My camera looks weird. Okay, anyways, I'm here to role play. This is like my second time role playing. We role played before. You said to work on like my verbal cues and bridges. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say where I'm at.
So
Okay. Hey, is this Andres?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, what's up, Andres? It's Valeria here with XYZ Company. It looks like you downloaded a PDF about like possible help with objection handling. Is that right?
Yeah, I did that.
Cool. Well, just to see if like I can help you get more out of it, what was your intent behind downloading that PDF? Like, what were you hoping to get out of it?
Yeah, just kind of getting better at objectioning, I would say, is the main thing. Making more sales.
All right. So what have you seen that makes you feel like, you're not doing a good job objection handling?
Well, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say I'm not doing a good job. I just want to kind of get better.
I mean, like, there's got to be something you notice, though, right? What's not?
I mean, I don't know. Like, if I get 10 objections, maybe I handle 5 of them.
Like 5. Okay. So tell me this then. Like, what's kind of like your current sales process that's causing you to not close all of your 10 objections?
So wrong question. So right there would be, what's the sales process that's causing you to get the objections? Not that's not allowing you to close the objections. It was the right idea though. Just ask it again and we'll continue from there.
Okay. So tell me this then, like, what's your current sales process that's kind of causing you to get that resistance?
Just, I don't know. Like, I've saw some stuff from different people online, kind of try to piece it together and like make it work. That's about it.
Oh, really? So you're just like piecing stuff together?
Yeah, say so.
All right. So how long have you just been like piecing stuff together?
I mean, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years, something like that, from the beginning.
2-3 years. Dang, that's pretty brave of you, actually. Okay, so
Okay, you know where you messed up? It's the same thing I said to, I think it was Esther about the fitness. You have to add labels. So I just said I've been piecing things together. You can't ask how long have you been piecing it. No, not even that. So like if I said, oh, I've been piecing things together, then it's like, okay, and I guess that approach, like how long have you been doing that for? So now I can label it under approach. Because then when I go into do you like, which you haven't gone to that part yet, but when you go to do you like, then it's like, okay, and do you like it? Like I guess besides like not being able to handle the objections, do you like kind of like that approach that you have in place like now though? Because now I labeled it under approach.
Bro, that's really gonna be role playing, and I think I'm just like nervous right now, but that's how like when I do it by myself, that's what I say.
Good. Just write your script. Writing your script that'll help the most. Just write your script a lot and then write it with the things that you want to get better at. So if you know you want to get better at labeling, then just write that part specifically. Because then when you do it, even if you're nervous, it does not matter. It'll just be like the same as normal.
Okay, got it.
Cool.
Thank you.
Easy. Yeah, Stan, go for it.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have any questions.
Okay. Blake, go for it.
Can I get another role play in?
Sure. I mean, we can if you want. I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. I think like the biggest mistake people make. Okay, I'll go into a bit of a rant here. The biggest mistake people make is like if you just change one thing consistently, even one a week, every single week, and fix that one thing over the period of, I don't even know how many fucking weeks are in a year. What is it, like 54, 56, 55, something like that?
52-ish, I think, something like that.
52.
Around there. 52. There we go. If you fix one thing a week, that was actually the right thing to fix every single week for 52 weeks straight. By the end of those 52 weeks, you're very fucking good. And that's what people don't realize. But then they try and change too many things at once, and that's when you mess yourself up. I'll give you an example. For me, at the end of every week, back when I was selling in the previous company, at the end of every week, all I would do, and I'll try and find a picture of it and post in the chat for you guys, is I would write all my, even Kaiser might be in here, I'm not sure. He's my assistant that I hired. I don't know. I don't think he's in here. But anyways, at the end of every week, I would write out all my data on a whiteboard, and then I would label every single data point, either green, red, or orange. Green was like, this is perfect, no need to change. Orange was like, this is okay,
but it could be an issue if it gets worse. Red was like, this is a problem. And then I'd find the lowest hanging fruit, I would circle it, and then I would come up with solutions that I could use. And every week, I would just test that one thing until I fucking fixed it. And the next week, same thing. Because if you think about it from that perspective, like, okay, if I have show up rate, close rate, average cash per call, percentage of people that stay in contact with me after buying, refund rate, upsell percentage, average cash on the upsell, percent of people who get a result. Those are the main ones I can think of off the top of my head. All those things represent different things in a call. So close rate is like obviously process. Average cash per call is the pitch and my ability to build a gap and create urgency. People who stay in contact with me after the call is my ability to maintain a relationship, which really comes from being able to build a gap and do everything in the call without them hating me, essentially. Good way to think about it?
Yeah.
Upsell percentage, very, very similar, because if you're not able to get in contact with them, you're not going to buy, right? Average cash per upsell was in direct correlation to their ability to get results when they bought, and their ability to get results when they bought was in direct correlation with me setting good expectations in the pitch and still being able to close it. Okay. So if I know all these different data points, and I'm like, okay, my worst metric is people stay in contact with me. And I know if I can get it up 5% or 10% or 15%, 20%, whatever the number is, then it's completely fixed. And in a week, I can get to the point where that gets done because I changed the one or two things to get there. Bro, over the course of a year, if I get a 5% bump in every single stat every single week for a year, you know how good you are? Fun does that?
Yeah.
Very fucking good. That's how I got very fucking good. Now I'm here. So that's what I do.
Gotcha.
Another way for me to put it.
So let me ask you then. Can you help me with the rationale question for a fitness offer?
Is that the feedback I gave you last time? What was the feedback? Forgot.
No, the feedback was getting the negative in the experience.
Okay, we didn't get to rationale, is what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. Rationale question for fitness, it depends on the offer. There's kind of two variations of it though. You can either make it about why invest in something, like why spend money, or you can make it about why get more advanced help rather than doing it yourself.
Okay. And would you add in something like, rather than like the average person who like typically ends up like yo-yoing, would you add something like that? Or is that kind of like over the top?
Yeah. So you're saying like add the yo-yo part in terms of like they're losing the weight, gaining it back, et cetera, in the rationale?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
You don't need to. You can add it as context, but I wouldn't make the question about that. So like, for example, if I'm making it about them spending money, like why invest? And I could be like, okay, and I guess just to understand kind of your point of view, like what's kind of the, I guess, reasoning of like looking for more of like that advanced trading so you can kind of stop yo-yoing rather than just kind of like, I don't know, YouTube University, just do the free stuff. Like most people do. You also like that.
Okay. And if they say like, because I've done that before and I haven't been successful, does what's shifted now or like what's prevented you? I guess that doesn't really make sense in that context.
Wait, I don't understand. So they say like, oh, because I've tried that? So
yeah, like I've tried doing it on my own, just haven't seen the results I'm looking for.
Oh, okay. For example, if like when you ask the how long question, logical certainty, if they said, "Oh, I've been doing it for a year," I'd be like, "Okay, but I mean, after the first 6 months, I'm assuming you kind of noticed you weren't getting the results yet." Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's actually going to be different this time? Because if last time you didn't see the results and it wasn't enough for you to make a change, like what's the rationale of actually looking for that more advanced training this time? If the results kind of didn't impact you last time.
Okay. Smooth. Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
But that's honestly more advanced. Like that's not your lowest hanging fruit. That's why I was just giving that explanation a second ago, because yes, that's what you should do in an ideal world. But understand one thing: whenever any of you guys role play, I catch 15 different things you did wrong. My goal is not to shit on you. That's not my goal. My goal is to help you get better. So like I'm only going to point out the one or two lowest hanging fruits I can, because those are the things that need to be improved as quickly as possible, right? Like yeah, you could fix that in the rationale, but that's a lot more complicated. That is like way lower in the priority list than flipping the experience negative and all of that stuff.
Okay. Thank you, man.
Make sense?
Cool. Yeah, 100%.
All right, guys, let's close the chat with my favorite phrase. Are you ready?
What are we putting in the chat? Bulgarian?
No, it's. Can you guys hear the? Okay.
Point, or let's get it over with.
Up. That should be slowed down.
Wait a second. Who hurt you, man? Who hurt you? A lot of the, these people that I talk to that want a $500 setup fee and then $85 who per hurt lead. you? Who hurt you? A bunch of people. That's the last thing I.
Dude, Stan, you just made my month, bro. You just made my month with that.
Yeah, my first call ever in my whole career. Bam, landed.
This is exactly why I tell people not to do that. That honestly wasn't that, like, you can get away with it, Stan, because you have an accent. But if you didn't have an accent and you did it, I promise you got him killed right there. Oh, no, that would have been dirty.
People are crying down there. I can see people. They're crying.
Trust me, once again, if you are not gay, keep watching. If you have not figured it out by this point in the video, no, that was not a $10,000 call. That was one of the calls inside the $97 a month VIP membership. Now, the reason I did not tell you guys is because the truth is, most people do not judge the value of something based on the actual value of it. They judge it based on how expensive it is. So if you want access to more calls exactly like this, click the link in the description below. And again, it's gonna have everything that I said earlier in the video. I will put a picture on screen.